U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Minnesota Vikings. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Right away, they'll change the look. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You look at the defense for these Texans. They've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better. Because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now it's Graham. His throw incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now Graham to throw. He's got a man complete. A big play there for Minnesota. 43 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Here's Graham to throw it. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. With touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Vikings will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Let's go now.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. You look at this defense for the Vikings. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
19 tight.
Looking to throw. Harris. powering forward. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week. And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Hands it off out of the gun. Oh, what a move. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Walker is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. And his kick is right there. It's good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's on his way. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
Ready, set.
Harris now throwing on 1st down. Over the middle, it's Fells. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Touchdown! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10 to 7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's a tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Off the play fake, here's Graham. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. (10-7) our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now Graham on 3rd and long. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Graham will throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Give him the completion. No gain, but let's focus in on that tackle. Open field tackling, the hardest thing to do in the game, I believe.
But when you get outside the tackle box, it becomes a numbers game. The defense had more than they could block. So nothing doing there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The 71 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Not only an explosive play, but an explosive run. I mean, broken tackles along the way to pick up that yardage.
The way things kept churning for him, feet were moving, the legs were driving. Looks like someone who spent his off-season working on hill work, running through sand, all the things that you want to build up those leg muscles.
On 1st and 10, a handoff. Nope, it's a reverse. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's 3rd and 7. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. He's fresh off that 3-touchdown performance last week that got him AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so you know that he was already on their radar. Now he's maybe even a bigger plane on their radar.
Bigger plane. I mean, he is the big dot on that screen that they're looking at and saying, how in the heck do we stop him? They're going to try a bunch of different things, different people covering him. But right now, he's locked in and is in sync with his quarterback.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points are given away? It could cost them a ball game.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. On 2nd down, Aldridge, a pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On play action, Graham. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 44-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
They run with Harris. There he goes, left side. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Texans. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he gets it to go, and we're all even. 17 apiece. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. They'll start on the ground here on first down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Play action. It's Graham going for the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Graham going to set up to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That's taken at around the 40. That'll be a 47-yard punt officially, 5 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Okay, ready? Check pass, check pass. Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready?
The final shot before break. McLean, he's going to try and go deep again. And that is incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out?
Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. 75 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Now Graham. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. How about this? And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 84 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. In motion left, the tight end. Off the option, that's complete. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on fourth and goal. So on fourth down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On second down now, Aldridge. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And they go play action now. Graham. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's brought in by Harris. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. They go play action with Graham. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's DJ Turner.
Man, they got to stop the bullshit. That's crazy.
And down to the 48-yard line.
Man, in front of that guy by 10 fucking yards. Man, fuck out of here.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Second down and 6 now.
Cougar 19. Panther Street. Panther Street. 70 Timberwolves. Ready.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
Wrap up.
Still moving. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. 109 yards rushing for him now as he is finishing off the regular season with a bang.
Ready. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Buffalo 18. 79 Broncos.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
18 Cardinals. 18 Cardinals. 19 Titans. 19 Titans. 19 Lions.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
60 Bison. 60 Bison. Viking 18.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And And that'll bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Third quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Harris. And it'll be intercepted. And the Vikings will take over here at their own 12-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
In motion goes the tight end. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And his pass is...
Bro, you know you only rush 2 people on that.
And the Texans are going to have it here just past the 25. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. Running right, here's Walker. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So we'll get the penalty all sorted out when we get back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's a handoff out of the gun. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. To throw is Harris. Off play action. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Vikings are right back in this football game. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. 1st down. Off play action. Graham. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 2nd down, Graham. Throws right side, and that's complete. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Graham. Pressure comes, and down he goes. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Oh, they're changing this at the line. They'll try and throw for it with Graham. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Here we go. Set.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
7 Pirates. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Now is 2nd and 10.
Alert! Alert!
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
Trap 60. 60 broadcast. Rig, hurt.
Looking to throw. McLean. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll start this drive out on the ground. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Graham on 1st down. And he fires one incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Let's go now.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. Aldridge. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. That will be their third and final stoppage, as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He gets it complete to Harris. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Here's 2nd down and 3. They'll try the left side. Aldridge, and very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Here now, 3rd down.
18, Warriors, 17. Go.
On 3rd down, Aldridge. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. An audible here to get a new look. They are going on 4th down. Graham. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll pitch it out here. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
The decision made for him. They've got to go. It's 4th down. How about this? They'll change it at the line. They're going for it with the option right. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch. Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting
in trouble here, and down he goes, back at the 8-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
Okay, break. Panther 60, Panther 60. 3. Panther 11, Panther 11. Go.
Here's Harris throwing on 3rd and long. And a most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him.
This is 1st and 10.
Hurt. 19 Lions. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Graham.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Texans come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game